what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Looks like Caleb Plant is officially called out. Y'all mans. Anthony Dirrell. Now it was said that him and Anthony Dirrell was supposed to be Ben got it on. That was a rumor. I think both Dirrell came out and said it wasn't true. Said that they ain't had nothing done yet, but they already be knowing the plan. They be using a lot of technicalities. In PBC, well, it ain't done yet, or ain't nothing, or it ain't done yet, or oh, when it ain't, we ain't discussed, we ain't got no deal yet. And I guess until you got a deal in writing, I guess that is true. So, yeah, I guess that is true. So you got a deal in writing, But then we also talk about Rashidi Ellis and Jaron Ennis too. But I guess it is true until you got a deal, it ain't no deal. But apparently Caleb Plant says, if you didn't know, one of the reasons he ain't been back in the ring, he said he dealt with an injury. So he said he wants to go right into a big fight, but he gonna take a tune-up. I guess that's the plan. And then he want to go into a big fight. That's gonna be Jamal Charlo, or that's gonna be David Benavidez. Finally, if I was a bet man, it's probably going to be Benavidez. Now that he lost and the fight is kind of not as hot as it was going to be. I think everybody know. And I thought Plant probably would edge it before. But at this point, David Benavidez, when we seen with Canelo, he's a more bigger dude. I don't think that fight, honestly, man, unless, Caleb Plant learns to be on the front foot a little bit more, I don't think that fight even – I think that fight is a 6-round fight at the most. And Caleb Plant has been in Philadelphia. So, yeah, he's been in Philly. I heard, I guess work with additional training. That's the right place to go, you know what I'm saying? But before we continue to talk about that, he says, you have your chance to do something about it since you hate me so much, Anthony Dirrell. So I don't know if Anthony Dirrell ever clapped back. You know what I'm saying? You got Coach Larry Ray in there. There you go right there. You got Berto. And he says, oh, I am. So apparently they didn't started the pre-fight festivities, and then also he said he hated Dirrell. Dirrell said he hated Caleb Plant. He said, I hate him. Dirrell told boxing.com, I don't like him. And hate is such a strong word, but yeah, I really hate the guy. I'm dead serious. I just don't like him. I think he thinks he's the ish. He's not. He fought one guy, Uzatagi, and beat him. And granted, he beat him. I was commentating for FS1 for the fight, but that's when that's where Caleb Plant cut it out at. And like I said before, it's a dangerous fight, but he knows it's a dangerous fight. And Caleb Plant knows where he got to improve at. That's why he lost the Canelo fight. You can't fight Canelo boxing. Billy Joe couldn't fight him boxing. You can't let Canelo set his feet. You moving around the ring, touching him, and then you slow down. You start to slow down, and then he started to catch you. Now, if you can go in and out, but you're not going to beat him that way. Just you got to come right to Canelo and beat him. You got to sit right. You got to have pocket defense. You got to sit right in there. Don't move that much. Preserve energy, catch and shoot, slip and return fire. You have to be able to make them miss and make them pay. You have to be stationary and press forward, and then be defensively responsible and slick when you have to. And this fight is very dangerous for Caleb Plant, in my opinion. You got Anthony Dirrell with nothing to lose. All right, you got Anthony Dirrell with nothing to lose. He can punch. So Caleb Plant get tired. Anthony Dirrell don't. He's a plotter, and that's the one thing that's going to be in Caleb Plant's favor. Anthony Dirrell, he don't move that much. He do subtle movements. And Caleb Plant gonna be boxing, but if Caleb Plant started to slow down and he don't have no front foot game, that's why he get tired. He move entirely too much, bro. That's exactly why he get tired. So, but if Caleb Plant learned to have some front foot ability, it's pretty much gonna be he gonna be a tough out. When he learn to press forward, he can punch. He just don't sit on the shots. He just want to dance and move. That's why he in Philly. He learned the Philly toughness, the Philly grit. the offense. He gonna have to press forward, But even with Anthony Dirrell, it sounds good for him to box and stick and move, and all that stuff. But at some point, Dirrell don't use a lot of energy. If you catch my drift, so he don't use a lot of energy, and that's the problem. That's the problem. He don't lose a lot of energy, and when Caleb Plant started to slow down, and he started to get tired from all that movement and make mistakes, that's a problem. Then Dirrell going not gonna be as tired. He gonna catch up to him, and Plant gonna make a mistake, and he can get caught and be put to sleep. He got that type of power. He got that type of power. So he gotta be careful. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But it's a real good fight. You got Dirrell, who's a stalker, plotter. You got Plant, who like to move in and out. And early on, Plant gonna have some success, unless Dirrell catch him. Plant gonna have some success. Trust me. If Dirrell catch him, it's gonna be interesting. But Plant should really win the first, the majority of the first 6 rounds. But once he started moving and slowing down, if he don't, make that adjustment, he should have been made that adjustment. If his coach knew what he was really watching, he should have really made that adjustment. He's seen his fighter continue to get tired. And multiple fights from too much move, but you can't really put no killer instinct in no fighters. But you can make him a little bit more efficient. If he's a really good defender, you can sit in front of somebody and make them miss without doing all that movement. But yeah, I think honestly it's a 50-50 fight, to be honest. I think I'm gonna put a couple dollars on Dirrell, but I think Caleb Plant is the favorite, no doubt about it. But I won't be surprised if Dirrell knocked him out. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dirrell couldn't put a trigger no more, and Plant movement and adjustments that he making in Philly, help him, because he's been in Philly for a while. He was just in Chester the other day, so it wouldn't be surprised. But he's doing the right thing. He outsourcing. Heard a rumor is he may be working with Stephen Bredman. I just heard that's a rumor, but he needs somebody that's going to improve his front foot game. I mean, you got to cut Justin Gambit out. It's his current coach. It could be something that he can learn. He probably something that he can give to another coach, but he just moving entirely too much. And he probably could, edge out Dirrell, probably, by a nice wide margin. But if Dirrell catch him, it's gonna change the whole complexity of that fight. Real talk. If Dirrell catch him, it could change the whole complexity of that fight. It can change the whole complexity of that fight. So that's what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be, can Dirrell catch the boxer? And this dude ain't no super wizard in there neither. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the slickest dude out there. He's slick, but I'm just saying he's the best defensive fighter out there. But that's really what the fight gonna be about. Can he catch him? If Plant shows some more offense on the front foot, he probably do it the right way. He probably be unfadable. They probably won't be able to fade him. But that's that. But also another hot topic coming up is, well, a lot of people don't know this. Rashidi Ellis signed with PBC. He's literally signed with PBC, I believe, or announced he signed with PBC on April Fool's this year. So I don't see him ranked in any of the sanctioned belt bodies because he ain't fought since October 2020. So, he left Golden Boy, signed with PBC. He said he ain't really had no problem with taking on Jaron Ennis. People saying, oh, he better leave Boots alone, this, that, and the third. I mean, how we going to find out how good Boots is? Right? He beat his opponent yesterday by first round TKO, but that opponent got beat multiple times. He was a journeyman. They do have 10 losses coming into the fight, so it was just a fight to keep the homie busy. He hadn't fought since October 30th of 2020, so he was coming up on being off for 2 years. You see his record: 24 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 15 KO. I think he was over at Golden Boy thanks to Canelo. He gave Canelo some good sparring work. Canelo told Golden Boy they need to sign him, and now he gone. Also James the Beast Wilson gone. So Golden Boy, they do a no job they fought at 54 technically yesterday for his inactivity. They do no job at promoting black fighters. And this dude, he got knocked out by Gary Tom Russell in 2020. He lost to Ladarius Memphis Miller, Robin. So a couple dudes he lost to. So yeah, he's more of a journeyman. One knockout. Out of 26 fights, one knockout, been knocked out 6 times. But like I said before, I mean, it's a good fight. He's 29 years old. He said he take fights on Fight Hype with any of the top fighters. But a lot of people want to see him in there with people since they asked him about Jaron Ennis. He said he wouldn't have no problem fighting. But I think, he need to fight a couple more fights at welterweight, chop on a couple more cards this year. And that's what it should be. And that's my opinion on it. He should have on a couple more cards. I think a couple more fights. I mean, get back in the rhythm. He fought at 54 technically last year, but in my opinion, it's a good fight. It's a real good fight. So but obviously Jaron gonna be favored. Jaron gonna be favored, and he should be favored. He been active. Ellis really ain't stepped it up the way he need to step it up, and that was Golden Boy fault. Golden Boy seemed like they holding black fighters back on purpose, but where Oscar De La Hoya come from, East LA. You know what the business is on that is, but good fight. But I just think Ellis need a couple more fights, and you're gonna take a fight like Ennis. So you come all the way to PBC to fight, a prospect, for a non-title fight. It just to me gonna have to be a title fight line. And they asked him why he didn't take on, Virgil Ortiz. He said he can't tell you why that fight didn't happen. That's what he said. He said he can't tell you why the fight never happened. So, so I don't know. Maybe Golden Boy didn't want to put Ortiz in there with him. Maybe they wanted him. I don't know. He said he didn't know why it didn't happen. So. So that is what it is. But it's a good fight. But I just think it's going to have to be a title on the line. I don't think you come. I don't think you come all this far. I don't think you come all this far. Just to fight Jaron Ennis for short money. You know what I'm saying? You come all this far to cross the street and fight Jaron Ennis. Shit, I could have had a better chance to stand over there and pressing Oscar to fight Virgil Ortiz and just fighting Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I come all the way here just to fight Jaron Ennis, like not to fight Terrence Crawford or Spence, Keith Thurman, Jaron Ennis. Hell no. Shit, even Mario Barrios at this point. So yeah, I don't think this fight gonna be anytime soon. So honestly, I really wouldn't hold my breath on it. So, man, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. In addition to that, hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All the information is in the description, man. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.